Hello everyone. If you love heartwarming animal stories and want to follow the inspiring journey of these adorable friends, don't forget to hit the subscribe button now so you won't miss any of our videos. Now, let's dive into today's emotional story. Olivia had always been a bright and joyful child, full of energy and laughter, until a devastating diagnosis changed everything. Born with a chronic illness, she faced medical challenges from the day she was born. The doctors told her parents, Sarah and Mark, that Olivia would need constant care and attention, and that her condition might leave her with long-term health issues. The uncertainty of her future weighed heavily on them, and as she grew, the emotional toll became more apparent. Olivia spent much of her early years in and out of hospitals, undergoing numerous treatments and tests. Her world consisted of sterile rooms with beeping machines and the cold touch of medical staff, a far cry from the warmth and security that children her age should experience. Instead of running and playing with friends, Olivia spent her days confined to beds and hospital rooms. She couldn't remember what it felt like to simply feel healthy and free. Her parents, though they showered her with love and tried their best to offer her comfort, saw that their daughter was becoming increasingly withdrawn. As Olivia grew older, the gap between her and other children widened. While they were playing outside and enjoying their lives, Olivia was constantly at the doctor's office, hooked up to machines that monitored her fragile health. She began to feel isolated from the world around her, unable to connect with other children, unable to share in the simple joys of a normal childhood. Her friends at school would sometimes visit, but even their bright smiles couldn't lift the cloud of loneliness and uncertainty that seemed to follow Olivia everywhere. She became quiet, almost too quiet, and Sarah and Mark could see the spark in her eyes start to fade. She would smile at them, but it wasn't the same wide, bright smile that had once lit up the room. Instead, it was more of a polite, distant smile. Olivia's life had become a series of doctor visits, hospital stays, and more medicine. She had begun to retreat into herself, a place where it felt safer to be away from the constant reminders of her illness. Sarah and Mark desperately wanted to help Olivia reconnect with the world around her. They felt helpless at times, unsure of what they could do to make their daughter feel normal again. They knew that her illness would always be a part of her life, but they also wanted her to feel joy, to feel like a child again. After months of searching for solutions, they began to think that perhaps they could give Olivia something to help her feel more secure, to comfort her in ways they couldn't. One day, while scrolling through the adoption page of a local animal shelter, Sarah came across a picture of a golden retriever puppy named Bella. The dog had sad eyes, but there was something about her that seemed to radiate warmth and kindness. The shelter's description explained that Bella was a rescue dog, abandoned by her previous owner but now in search of a loving home. Sarah shared the picture with Mark, who was equally moved by the dog's face. They both agreed that Bella might be exactly what Olivia needed, someone who could offer unconditional love and companionship during the difficult times. That evening, after discussing it with Olivia, they made the decision to adopt Bella. They knew it wouldn't be easy, caring for a sick child and a new puppy, but they felt that the bond between Olivia and Bella might be just the kind of connection that could help Olivia regain her sense of joy and hope. They weren't sure how things would turn out, but they were willing to try anything to bring a little light back into Olivia's life. The day Bella arrived at Olivia's house was nothing short of magical. When Sarah and Mark drove to the shelter to bring her home, Olivia was sitting on the porch, her eyes wide with curiosity and hope. She had heard the news earlier that day and had been anxiously waiting for Bella's arrival. The moment the car doors opened, Bella bounded out, her tail wagging enthusiastically, as if she already knew her new family was waiting. Sarah carefully unhooked Bella's leash and let her explore the yard. the puppy trotted excitedly towards Olivia, who stood frozen, unsure of how to react. Bella's tail wagged faster as she sniffed around, then trotted up to Olivia and gently nudged her with her nose. Olivia flinched, but there was something comforting about Bella's touch. Slowly, Olivia crouched down to meet Bella at eye level. She hesitated, her small fingers trembling, but then she reached out and lightly petted the puppy's golden fur. Bella responded by licking Olivia's hand, her warmth a stark contrast to the coldness Olivia had often felt in the hospital. Something shifted in Olivia's heart in that moment. She smiled, a smile that was tentative at first, but genuine all the same. From that moment on, Bella became a constant companion in Olivia's life. The puppy, with her gentle nature and playful antics, seemed to understand exactly what Olivia needed. Every morning, Bella would curl up next to Olivia's bed, offering comfort just by being there. Olivia would stroke Bella's fur absent-mindedly as she prepared for another day of medical treatments. When she felt too tired or overwhelmed, Bella's presence provided a soothing relief, reminding Olivia that she wasn't alone. Bella was especially sensitive to Olivia's emotional shifts. When Olivia felt anxious before her therapy sessions, Bella would sit at her feet, her eyes filled with compassion and understanding. She never pushed Olivia to play or engage, but her constant presence seemed to provide a sense of security. If Olivia cried, Bella would nuzzle her gently, her soft, reassuring presence helping Olivia feel calmer. As the days turned into weeks, Olivia began to open up more and more to Bella. At first, it was just small gestures, a soft smile when Bella made her laugh, a stroke of her hand as Bella lay beside her. But eventually, Olivia started talking to Bella, sharing her thoughts and fears in a way she hadn't done with anyone else. She would whisper to Bella about how she felt about her treatments, about how hard it was to feel different from the other kids at school, and about her wish to someday feel normal. Though Bella couldn't respond in words, her wagging tail and the way she nudged Olivia gently with her nose seemed to convey more than enough understanding. It was as though Bella was listening, truly listening, to every word Olivia said. That unconditional support became the foundation of their bond, a bond that seemed to heal not only Olivia's physical body but also her emotional well-being. One particular afternoon, as Olivia lay in her bed recovering from a particularly grueling treatment, Bella noticed Olivia's hands fidgeting nervously. Without hesitation, Bella climbed onto the bed beside her and laid her head in Olivia's lap. The warmth of Bella's body against hers was the calm that Olivia needed. For the first time in days, Olivia's body relaxed as she absent-mindedly stroked Bella's fur. She felt at peace, something she hadn't felt in a long time. For Olivia, Bella was more than just a dog. She was a friend, a confidant, and a source of comfort when everything else felt overwhelming. Bella's playful energy and unwavering loyalty filled the spaces in Olivia's life that had once been filled with loneliness and fear. The puppy's unconditional love helped Olivia regain her sense of trust, not just in others but in herself. Bella's presence had started to mend the emotional scars Olivia carried, and for the first time in a long while, Olivia felt like she had hope. As the weeks passed, Olivia's connection with Bella grew even stronger. The little golden retriever was no longer just a pet, she was a part of the family, and her presence in Olivia's life was nothing short of transformative. Olivia's doctors had always warned Sarah and Mark that recovery from her chronic illness would be slow and difficult. Despite the endless therapies and hospital visits, Olivia had made limited progress. But Bella had brought something different into Olivia's life, something no doctor or therapist could offer. A sense of calm, comfort, and emotional safety that allowed Olivia to slowly begin reclaiming parts of herself that had once seemed so distant. One of the hardest struggles Olivia faced was her fear of leaving the house for her checkups. She dreaded the trips to the hospital, the sterile white walls, and the needles. The anticipation of the pain always made her body tense up, her breath short and uneven. One evening, the night before another checkup, Olivia felt an overwhelming sense of anxiety wash over her. She lay in bed, clutching her pillow, tears welling in her eyes. Bella, sensing Olivia's distress, jumped up onto the bed and nudged her gently. The warmth of the dog's body next to her calmed Olivia, and Bella's rhythmic breathing seemed to match Olivia's. It was as if Bella's very presence could soothe Olivia's frazzled nerves. "Bella," Olivia whispered into the night, her voice trembling. She reached out and stroked the soft golden fur, finding solace in the quiet moment. "I don't want to go tomorrow. I'm scared." Bella responded by curling closer, resting her head on Olivia's chest. The small act of comfort was enough to help Olivia gather her courage. She knew the next day would be difficult, but with Bella by her side, she felt a sense of support she had never known. For the first time in weeks, Olivia fell into a peaceful sleep, feeling safe and protected. The next morning, as Sarah prepared Olivia for her hospital visit, she noticed a shift in her daughter. Olivia, though still nervous, was calmer than usual. She wore a quiet determination on her face, and even when the car ride to the hospital felt long, Olivia held on to the comfort Bella had given her the night before. When they arrived at the hospital, Olivia was able to walk into the building with Sarah and Mark at her side, without the usual tears or resistance. Bella was waiting in the car, but knowing she would be there when they returned made the visit feel a little less daunting. Olivia made it through the checkup with minimal stress, something her parents couldn't have imagined happening just a few weeks ago. As days turned into weeks, Olivia began making significant strides in her emotional recovery. The doctors were impressed by her progress, not only physically but mentally. They noted how Olivia's fear of the treatments had lessened, and she had even started to participate more actively in her therapy sessions. Olivia's parents knew that Bella's influence was a major factor in this change. Bella's unconditional love had helped Olivia confront her fears and anxieties, empowering her to take small steps towards healing. One particularly sunny afternoon, Olivia was sitting outside in the garden, her legs stretched out in front of her. Bella lay next to her, the warm sun shining down on both of them. Olivia smiled to herself, her fingers gently tracing circles on Bella's coat. It was then that she realized how far she had come. She was no longer consumed by her illness. She wasn't defined by the pain she had endured. Bella had shown her that there was more to life than the limitations imposed by her condition. "Thank you, Bella," Olivia whispered softly, her voice full of gratitude. Bella perked up, sensing her words of thanks. She licked Olivia's hand, her tail wagging gently. Olivia laughed, the sound pure and free, as Bella nuzzled her affectionately. It was a moment of pure joy, one that Olivia knew she would cherish forever. Over time, Olivia's health continued to improve, and she became stronger both physically and emotionally. Her bond with Bella grew even deeper, and the little dog became a symbol of her resilience. With Bella by her side, Olivia was learning to trust herself and the world around her once again. Bella had not only helped Olivia find the strength to face her fears but had also taught her the power of unconditional love and support. In the quiet moments of comfort and the gentle nudges of encouragement, Bella had shown Olivia that even the darkest times could be overcome with the right companion. Bella had truly become a source of healing for Olivia, and together, they were learning to embrace the future, one step at a time. As the months passed, Olivia's progress continued, and so did the bond between her and Bella. The puppy had truly become more than just a companion. She was Olivia's protector, her source of comfort, and, most importantly, her unwavering support system. Every day, Bella seemed to encourage Olivia in ways that words could not express. It wasn't just the love Bella showed, but the way she instinctively knew when Olivia needed reassurance, a nudge of encouragement, or just someone to be there in silence. One afternoon, Olivia's parents decided to take her to the park. It had been months since they had taken a family outing, and with Olivia feeling stronger, they figured it was the perfect time for a small adventure. The sun was bright, and the park looked peaceful. Olivia, who had always been reluctant to leave the house for too long, now looked forward to the chance to play outside. She held Bella's leash tightly as the two of them walked side by side, Bella's tail wagging enthusiastically. At the park, Olivia's eyes brightened when she saw other children running and playing. It was hard for her not to feel a twinge of jealousy at first, watching them run so freely, but then Bella tugged gently on the leash, encouraging Olivia to walk further into the park. Olivia smiled and, with Bella at her side, began walking toward the swings. Her parents were close behind, watching her every step with pride. "Go on, sweetheart," Sarah said softly. "It's okay. You're ready." Olivia hesitated for just a moment, but then, encouraged by Bella's playful energy, she took a deep breath and made her way toward the swing. As she sat down, Bella sat beside her, resting her head gently on Olivia's lap. It was the perfect reminder that she wasn't alone. As Olivia pushed off the ground and felt the swing lift her into the air, she realized something important. She had never imagined herself doing this again, being out in the open, feeling the wind in her hair, laughing with her parents. But with Bella by her side, she had found the courage to take that first step. "This feels amazing," Olivia whispered to Bella as she continued to swing higher and higher. "I couldn't have done this without you." Bella let out a soft bark, as if to say, "Of course, you could." Over the next few weeks, Olivia's transformation was nothing short of remarkable. Her physical therapy sessions, once filled with resistance, became opportunities for her to connect more deeply with herself and with Bella. Whenever she felt the fear of failure creeping in, Bella would be there, nudging her gently, offering her the comfort she needed to continue. As Olivia made more strides in her recovery, her confidence began to grow, and so did the joy she found in everyday moments. One evening, after a successful therapy session, Olivia's parents gathered around the living room. Bella was lying contentedly at Olivia's feet, watching the family with her big, loyal eyes. Olivia looked at her parents, a wide smile spreading across her face. "I walked so much today," Olivia said, her voice full of pride. Her parents exchanged a look of awe, and Sarah's eyes filled with tears of joy. "We're so proud of you, sweetheart," Sarah said, her voice thick with emotion. Olivia turned to Bella, her heart full of gratitude. "I couldn't have done it without you," she said, her voice soft but firm. Bella let out a small woof, her tail thumping against the floor in response. As the days turned into weeks, Olivia's strength continued to grow. Her bond with Bella was now unshakable. The puppy, who had once been just a source of comfort, had become a powerful symbol of resilience and hope. It wasn't just Bella's physical presence that had helped Olivia heal, it was the unconditional love, the loyalty, and the constant encouragement that Bella had offered. Bella had been there during the darkest moments, providing Olivia with the courage to keep moving forward, even when it seemed impossible. One afternoon, as Olivia sat in the backyard with Bella by her side, she reflected on how far she had come. She looked at Bella, whose golden fur shone in the sunlight, and smiled. "Thank you," she whispered. Bella gave a soft bark in reply, as if to say, "You did it yourself, but I'm so proud of you." Olivia's life had changed dramatically in such a short time. She had not only regained her physical strength, but she had also discovered a newfound sense of independence and self-worth. With Bella by her side, Olivia knew that no obstacle was too great to overcome. Together, they had proven that love, patience, and perseverance could conquer even the most difficult challenges. The story of Olivia and Bella teaches us the transformative power of unconditional love and companionship. Bella, the golden retriever, was not just a pet, she was a source of strength, comfort, and support for Olivia during her long journey of recovery. Despite Olivia's physical limitations, Bella's presence helped her overcome fears, pushed her to keep trying, and reassured her that she wasn't alone. This bond highlights how the presence of a compassionate animal can help individuals, especially children, navigate challenging circumstances. The story also emphasizes the importance of perseverance, patience, and the belief that progress is possible, no matter how small the steps may seem. In real life, this can be seen in the way animals, especially therapy animals, play a crucial role in helping individuals with chronic illnesses or emotional trauma. They provide a sense of security and emotional stability, making it easier for people to open up and find the strength to heal. Just like in the story, where Bella's unwavering loyalty gave Olivia the courage to face her obstacles, animals can often provide the support that humans may struggle to offer during times of distress.